them grade.
Yeah, suppress the kids.
The parents are suffering too much in the hands of these people. The parents are suffering in the hands of these teachers. And even the ministry, I've got inspector of schools, assurance officers. They crisscross in all the schools, all over the country. 160 of these quality assurance teachers were recruited by former Minister of Education, David Moedina Senge. He thought he was going to make sure when they come out, they will do the needful. But my brother, if you meet them, if they tell you your own story, I will take time, we'll come with that whole topic again. For example, they were all given, they were mobile. They give them mobility so that they can go to their stations. My brother, you know what is happening now? They told me. Even they fear, they fear.
They ask schools to pay for
it. They provide fear for themselves. Where do you expect them to get money? These are the things responsible for this high corruption. But I will engage the DD this week.
You mean this school money supervisor or monitors are buying fear
for themselves? That's what they told me.
Community.
Yes, to go to their stations. And when they were recruited, we went to Hotel 510, of which I was the only print journalist that was invited in that program. AYB was there, SLBC and others. Frances Kamara, who was here at Didi, was in charge of that program because she was in the deputy director of education in Freetown. But now she's the director for all the DDs in the country.
Yeah.
She's now in Freetown. I mean, that program was so lucrative. The way how it was presented is not good the way how we are saying it. It's a lot of problems here and there for these young guys who are in this field. And until the media steps in, I will try to get a crew that we can go and really get first-hand information from the DD. How are these guys surviving? Are they in their stations? Why are they not in their stations? Because that's what they told them. They were to stay in their stations so that they can monitor every little bit of thing. And the paramount chiefs also are responsible for these problems. It was in Bo. We also went there. When Minister of Education, I did come together with the local government ministers. Tablets were given to all the 190 paramount chiefs in this country so that they could, because what the Minister of Local Government said by then at Wizard Hall in Bo there by Maimwema Road. They said they can. Dr. Moina Senge said they cannot succeed if they don't bring paramount chiefs on board because the teachers sleep in those chiefdoms, they sleep in their towns, and the paramount chief works with his section chiefs, town chief, tribal authorities, and they are all in those chiefdoms. So the paramount chiefs were given tablets. I tell you, most paramount chiefs have even lost
their tablets. They give it to their children.
They've lost them. They said they've lost them. So, you see, even when the school, a lot of problems, my brother, education problem is a whole lot of problems. Even when school feeding comes, that one also needs to be monitored by media, because whenever we go to press conferences in Freetown, they tell us, monitor everything that is happening, the media. I mean, go there, like yesterday, that placement meeting should have been overcome by journalists. They should have been there. It was only when I went to, I was going somewhere at Kisita that I heard the principals were in the meeting. No journalist was in that meeting.
I think they hide this thing now from journalists.
So they don't even want media people to understand that this type of activities are going on.
Really.
So, and if this type of thing continue, just like how recently the Minister of Finance came here, disaster management, so that they can provide a way how they can solicit funds so that when the time when disaster comes, they can at least step in and salvage that situation than to go and look out for money to come and salvage that situation. In that meeting, the SNBC was there at the start. When I went there, there was no journalist until the end of the program. How do you expect this information to go down to the people? It is very, very unfortunate. If journalists are not respected here in Kenema, the news that is in that room will always stay in that room. It will never come out. And until journalists also take the bull by its horn. When you hear that these activities are going on, go there. Don't journalists. We have no boundary. Go there. Nobody will drive you. And when you come with the raw materials, you can present it to the people.
Okay.
But my brother, the placement meeting yesterday, it was very successful.
Okay.
All the principals came in yesterday. The SNTU, as I started saying, they said any principal or any head teacher who is found wanting, they will disown you. You can fight your own cause because nobody forced you to do it, and since nobody forced you to do it, unfortunately, you are responsible to carry your own cross. And when you carry your own cross, you know what that means.
Yes.
You see, the ACC was also in that meeting yesterday, although they went late, very, very late, almost towards the end of the program. And they also said, the lady who says she is the, I don't really know her, she's the senior secretary for Anti-Corruption Commission here in Kenema, said she also cautioned them that they will step in anytime they get information about all those things we had discussed yesterday. And they invited a lot of people, but I never had any invitation for the media. And because the media really don't need to be invited, that is one thing I want people to understand. Although when they go there, they don't want.
Because the reason there is we voice out things. That is why.
Yes,
we voice out things.
Yes, but we have no boundary. I want everybody to understand that we have no boundary. We can go anywhere where these people are. Because if we don't go there, it will just be government will be spending so much.
What if the people are hiding from us?
Because
go extra by. You didn't go media yesterday.
one thing, JV.
I only went at the place to
let me just tell my uncle here that I was asked one time in a program that you are not invited. I said yes, I know I'm not invited to this program.
Yeah.
But for the benefit of my people. In fact, this thing happened in both districts. In my village, of course, in Jerem, there was an election, town chief election that was going on. But looking at the situation, the kind of things that I saw with my 2 eyes, I decided to actually show them that yes, indeed, I'm a journalist, because each and every step they were taking, I follow it. Wherever they are going, I follow them. You understand? So the moment they know that, yes, this guy is not a journalist, in fact, they say, no, we do not invite any journalists here. I said, why? I'm here, I want to see exactly what is going on. In fact, they cancelled the election. They say, no, we are not going to conduct this election. When I asked why, they say, well, because we have A, B, C, and D. These people do not actually met the criteria that we have asked them for. I said, okay, no problem. I came again. You understand? I said, no problem. So later on, they say, well, tomorrow, I said, okay, well, if you say, you are going to conduct the election tomorrow, I'll be here again. They say, okay, well, after 1 month.
So by then you'll not be there anymore. All right, listeners and viewers, the program is Press Review, and you can be part of us via the numbers 078 50 70 50 or 0881 53 600, 034 48 60 60, the numbers to which you can reach us, and also make your own comment and tell us what you feel about the issues we are discussing in the program this morning. And we'll have to look at our next story. Mambu, you have to scroll for us and look at the early signs of the monkeypox. What do we look out for? And listeners and viewers, you can still be part of us. 078 50 70 50 or 0881 53 600. 034 48 60 60. And in case you're watching us on live on Facebook, The radio is Voice of the East. We are connected with Jalwan Radio right in Shegbema. And if you are using WhatsApp phone, you want to send in your comment, your suggestion via WhatsApp, then you can do it on the number 075 268 500. That's a WhatsApp number. You can send in your comment in case you're using WhatsApp and you want to reach us via WhatsApp. The number is 075 268 500 plus 232 75 268 500. And you can make up your comment. Mambo, have you got that story?
Yeah, I have that story here with me. Thank you very much, Mr. Aouna. I guess as we are here, we are all here to digest some issues. These are areas that we are talking about. Because also take a look at the human life or health is very important in other areas. Of course, a week or a days ago, the nation was informed that there is a particular disease that have been, even though it was not proven positive in other areas, it was negative. But like there are issues that we have to talk about by the name of the area of the monkeypox. All right, let me take you through this particular area. Let me read. Human monkeypox, a rare infectious disease caused by the monkeypox virus, has garnered significant attention due to its similarities to smallpox, though it is generally less severe. The disease was first identified in captive monkeys in 1958, leading to its name, although it primarily spread from rodents and small mammals. The World Health Organization, WHO, now emphasizes the importance of accurate and non-stigmatizations and naming practices for the disease. Recognizing the symptoms. Early detections of monkeypox is crucial for preventing its spread and ensuring timely medical interventions. The incubation period or the time between exposure to the virus and the onset of symptoms ranges from 3 to 17 days. During this period, individuals may feel healthy and habit no signs of infection. The initial symptoms of monkeypox often resemble those of the flu, including fever, headache, muscle ache, and fatigue. However, the most distinctive feature is the development of a rash, which typically appears 1 to 5 days after the onset of fever. This rash can manifest in various parts of the body, including the hands, feet, chest, face, and even inside the mouth. In some cases, the rash may also appear near the genitals and anus.
All right, I think let's hold it there. It's a lengthy one, and we have understood the content behind. And this is the case. We are all watching closely and observing the monkeypox or mpox viral disease. Yes, we've not recorded a case in Sierra Leone, but neighboring countries have. And if that is the case, then, like we normally say, would have to be in the preparation mode.
Exactly.
We've learned lesson from Ebola and from coronavirus that has actually looked at the health system and the health workers in this country and even the layman. So, looking at this monkeypox that is, well, threatening the lives of people now. And like the article said, it shows from 1 to 17 days. And the early warning symptoms include rashes, fever, headache, flu, muscle aches, and fatigue. These are all close to corona or that of Ebola symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they're almost the same.
In fact, they are in the same range.
Yeah, the same range. Yeah. So, what is your take on this?
Of course, thank you very much, Mr. Aruna. And of course, as I started saying in my introductory aspects, that yet the health of every citizen or every member in a particular given nation is very important, and it is a rule. That is why the government is working hard to ensure that establishing some other ministerial areas. I think we have the Ministry of Health and Sanitation covering a particular person as a minister. This is a time now for that particular person at least to put up some strategic measures as a town, because to safeguard the life of the citizens for a particular nation or the country itself. So in the area of this, more especially the point that I am emphasizing here, that a strategic measures must be taken. The border crossing areas points, because these are areas that I believe that they might escapely move with this virus, because since another policy is coming from the other country into our own country, I think you might not tell the system of the individual. A system can be inflicted a disease at any moment. You understand? So let's assume that somebody is coming from far above from the area of Guinea, as in one of the West African countries, coming from Guinea to Sierra Leone, and the person is being impacted with this type of diseases. If that person is not properly checked, I think it has to cause problems. So to curtail all these things, I think the minister in the face of that particular ministry has to put also measures as a town to stop or rather to curtail the particular disease not to be eradicated in the country. And looking at it, we as well, the citizens also, we have a role to play, because if I can recall back in the days of Ebola, during the days of Ebola, we understood that most of the things that was happening, we are having people that are in our community, having strange phases, sometimes I think we experience that in a lot of areas. In a lot of areas we experience that one, you understand? And we even came in contact that there are people that are smuggling from other countries, into our own country, living into these communities, the various communities at the cross-border line of Sierra Leone, you see. And as I'm trying to say these things, is that the community members also have to work harder, because we protect ourselves. We as community members, we protect ourselves. Because in most cases, when issues occur, people started thinking of police. That is not a matter of policing. It's not a matter of policing. Not everything that you be doing that the police. You yourself, your very self living in the community has a role to play. So in the area of this, because when you look at it from the early signs and symptoms that was listed during the time I was reading it, I say these are things that when we look at it to the previous diseases that we have been interfacing, they are the same, my brother. They are the same. When you look at the coronavirus that we experienced last, the signs and symptoms of this mpox is the same. It's the same. Nothing is different. So you see, so looking at that, when one started feeling this thing, you are the individual. You started feeling this thing. It is your place. It is your role of duty to go to the medical house so that you can attend to medications. So in the area of that, I think I have more to say. But as we are talking about these health issues, I think I have my colleagues here in the media. I think they have a lot to say. Based on that.
All right, they have a lot to say. JV, looking at the threatening part of this, we have seen the Ministry of Environment here in Kenema trying to make the moves for the early preparation. And we have in our communities people that are bent on the aspect of denial syndrome, who just believe the fact that anything that happens, either they link it with tradition or they link it with politics. And that even led to the widespread of Ebola, that we lost several lives in this country, and also coronavirus. Some people do not believe what the government said, what the health practitioners were saying, and they believe in their, I quote and unquote, pepper doctor syndrome. So what do you make up of this? Now we've got the threatening part of the mpox, which could not leave us. We've seen chickenpox, we've seen measles, we've seen several illnesses. But now we can see the rash like this one. If you look at the picture of the victims, it's actually not eye view. Even in the mouth, the tongue, all you get the swelling in. So what do you make of this?
We've come there again.
Indeed.
When Ebola came to this country, as you rightly said, thousands of people perish.
Sure.
Out of negligence. On both sides, it's not only to the victims, but also the surveillance people or the health workers. When this thing came, people did not believe. I remember we attended a press conference at JAM-Weblog, 2014, when the original founder of this Ebola thing came to this country. They asked him, how did this thing come to Sierra Leone? He did tell Sierra Leoneans that it was brought to Sierra Leone by a bird. Birds. They brought this thing to Sierra Leone. Then further question came, who monitored this bird
Entrance to Sierra Leone.
into Sierra Leone from Democratic Republic of Congo? This thing, even monkeypox again, they said originated from Congo. Ebola also came from Congo.
So all the bad viruses are coming from
It's like they kept this bad.
Yes, from Congo. This one now from Congo. I think it's Uganda. You know those.
Yeah, the borderline of boundarious
Yeah,
areas.
that zone. So you see, so these things start from there. Then, unfortunately, it has come to Africa, and people have started to perish. My only problem here is let the Ministry of Health officials be very vigilant this time, just like how bylaws have been made in this country, which I think the whole world did appreciate. That's why even Corona did not enter this country, because all the parameters, they are very keen. We have the section chiefs, you know, the bureaucracy on that thing. Section chiefs, we have the town chiefs, we have tribal authorities. Anytime he wants to call a meeting, when they all will assemble within hours. And that meeting will be conducted and it will be almost always successful. If they want this thing, if government really want this thing not to overcome us this time, I advise, let them bring the paramount chiefs or traditional heads together, traditional healers, because these are the people.
Yeah.
When this thing comes, when somebody gets rash, you get that fever. Like Ebola days, we have so many people. Every day you see them pass the houses, they go to their house. When I do, I want to sleep, only to find out if there's anybody in that house
That is sick.
And after that, they are going straight. Call 111. Come to this house, somebody is sick here. And when they take you, perhaps, sometimes, if they take you from, let's say, Gombo, by the time you come to government hospital, I don't know if it was chlorine or what, he said, allegedly, he said, I mean, you are weak, you will never do anything again, you know. Then somebody at Tiberiba also, they said she was a lunatic because she said something that was not in the interest of the Ministry of Health Workers. That happened, huh?
Yes, of course.
So we don't want that history to repeat again this time. We say kudos to the health ministry because Dr. Dembe,
The minister.
Dembe, the Minister of Health
Health and sanitation.
has a lot of experience in this type of ailment in the world. Vast experience. The last time I came to know him was when he was in Shegwema, when how did they call this sick? Lassa came. He was one of the staff that works there before he went to America. This hemorrhagic fever diseases, he is really an expert for that. Thanks be to God, he's there. He's very, very, very versatile in this type of thing. So with his prompt intervention, I think
able to conquer.
We will conquer this thing.
Yeah.
I really want Radio not to record any, because there is a problem. They say somebody was infected in Tokolili.
Oh yeah, well these are those.
Yes, well, that's what I'm saying. They said from Tokolili, and that person went to Kolo. They are the person that we are seeing it on social media. But they are saying it is not correct. And if it's not correct, I appeal to the surveillance officials, the Ministry of Health workers, to go extra mile. Let them involve the traditional heads now until it is too late.
Yeah, yeah.
So that the youth are not out of employment. Yeah. Let them bring them on board also. Let them be surveillance in the border areas, the towns, this, that, so that at least let us set a record that this we have a lot of development activities that is going on.
Yeah,
road construction,
a lot.
We have this free uranium, we have this free quality education, we have all those things. So each time those things come to a country, what do you expect? It's a setback.
Yeah, sure.
Everything is going on hold. So let us pray. Let us all be very active. Let us all be attentive and make sure that this dreadful thing don't come don't enter into this country. And also, those people who are in Lunge, those people who are at Wataki, and those border crossing points, let government be vigilant to really monitor. Let somebody just come and give dollar at Lunge or at the key there, then they allow them to enter. Let them really monitor everybody that is entering into this country. For now, I rest my case.
Yes, let them be monitoring everyone that is entering this country, and that is what we are saying. The monitoring scheme has to be heightening to making sure that this mpox is not prominent in Sierra Leone, or even if it comes, it has to meet preparations for it to go. Dauda, let's take it from the community point of view now. Angle of the community. Looking at the community and looking at the people of the community, many times we've seen several challenges with the community and how these people would be moving from one community to the other. And people might say, this one is not correct, this one is not good, and this one is good, this one is not. This taking from one point to the other, that created a big challenge for the Ebola and that of the coronavirus. And now we are anticipating this. Once it is in our neighboring countries, we might not be complacent of the fact that Sierra Leone might not have it. So what can you say from the community point of view, what people have to be doing? Now we've seen the Environment Ministry, like I said earlier, that they've started engaging the forest edge communities, because these are people that deal with the animals. And one of the preventive measures, they said, you should not eat dead animals, not be contacting these animals. So what's your take here?
All right. Of course, I just want to quote what the Bible says. My people are suffering because they are lack of
Knowledge.
You know, I think this is not a new thing again that we need to tell our people that are living, especially those that are living far by community. Because remember in 2014, when Ebola outbreak was in this country, like some of us here, I know what I went through. I lost my father, I lost my brother, uncle, even like our last sister. I lost them all during the outbreak of Ebola. So, because what actually caused this kind of things in my own village is because the people we are not believed in what medical people are telling them. You know, I just want to tell my two learned brothers here that yes, including making an inclusion of paramount chief and that of other community, especially like the herbalists and so forth, is good. But let's also remember those that have actually made the medical people, they know, because what actually happened during the outbreak of Ebola, by the time like in the days of late Dr. Khan, if most people were listening to him, may so rest in peace, definitely, maybe the disease should have not been spread all over this country.
Really?
He decided to say, let us empower those that have actually done this, how lab technician, let's employ them at various strategic points, like the crossing point. You know, the border sharing between Kailam and that of Liberia and Guinea, our border is somehow porous. All of us know that. We are having so many crossing points.
This
For now,
sorry, sir. This is all started at Yenga.
good.
It was Bendo, a lady from Bombom, Jawe. She contacted this thing.
So,
And when the CHO by then, Sule Kane, discovered this thing, he wrote a letter.
good. I remember.
Yes, we can see recap. We are still alive.
Yes,
we have not gone.
yes, of course. That
Yeah, he wrote a
yes,
letter
I
and
wanted
gave
to
this
bring.
letter.
Yes, I know late Dr. Khan. By then, Mariam Akaifona, Elizabeth Jami Bokari. In fact, immediately we told them that let's have a committee that can actually every day we'll be having a meeting to know what is happening in Kono, Kailan, or at various crossing points. Okay. You understand? So this was the things that we actually organized. So immediately they decided to bring in, let's say, we'll be having press conference until the time when UNICEF decided to say, okay, well now what will we do? We'll try to embark you guys. We'll give you more power that every Wednesday, every Thursday, we'll be having a press conference to know exactly what is happening so that we can leave those that are working for various radio stations. They'll be going to the community together with medical health worker.
Okay.
You understand? So if the mechanism that was put in place by them before, just like what happened before the outbreak of COVID-19, because the Mount checkpoint cannot stop COVID-19.
Really?
You know,
Yeah.
bringing police officers. In fact, I even have an example. I have some record, some proof. You understand? This mountain of checkpoints at various crossing points, definitely, they started extracting money from people.
Yeah.
So very soon,
yeah.
we are not praying for that.
Yeah.
Honestly, we are not praying for that. But what I'm saying here, the community people, I think they too know now exactly what they are going to do and what they think they will be listening, because anything that's happened now, they will say, I heard it from where? From the radio.
From the radio.
Even if you go down and started talking to them, they say, no, that one they will not hear on radio here too. You understand?
Yeah.
Our community people.
But yes, people don't want to recognize.
They don't
Yes, they don't want to recognize, but they don't know that
they hide
radio stations are
information
the
from
most
journalists.
powerful tools in this country, especially in this country, or in the entire world. You understand? But let's also remember that sending people at various points, because even like the other time during the outbreak of Ebola, when people were there, actually they were suffering. They were suffering, my brother.
Really?
They were there. In fact, they were no better medical equipment provided for them.
Really?
They will say, hey, to do tests, especially the lab technician, for them to do tests. In fact, if you actually do an investigation or a follow-up of various diseases that have outbreak of this country, you will see that medical people will die more than other workers.
The other
Yes,
please.
more than other workers.
Yeah,
For
that's-
example, Dr. Khan, he was one of the best doctors in this region. You know, he became affected with the disease.
Sure.
He went there to see that, yes, what has happened, yes, let's try to put mechanism in place so that we can see that we have saved the life of
In
our
fact,
brothers.
even when that happened, the people we are not having, they believe that Dr.
Yes,
Khan
they say Dr. Khan.
Everybody is still alive.
So you see this. You see. So we still have things to be done
Really?
as a nation,
Yes.
because we
have
are
no-
all looking at this from the point of view of the masses. Because if anything happens, the masses suffer the most. You know. So, but looking at this, like just what you guys are saying, that this denial syndrome is the thing we are looking at.
It's too bad.
You know, sometimes the government has its own part. Just like what JV said, if the government is really ready, then they should start making the move now. Yeah. But again, I put it to you, Dauda. If you look at the government's activities coupled with the people. Now, let's look at these forest edge areas. Go to the Cambo Hills. Maybe the government or the DFOs or the call them NPA forest guards. Maybe when they hear them coming, people will run away. They will not work that day.
No, they compromise with
They
them.
no, listen, JV, without the compromise, they compromise with them. What I'm saying.
It was the minister that said it here. Yes, I was in a meeting at PS office. The minister of environment. I went, when they came, they held the meeting. So it was very unfortunate when we had that the forest guard, this was a complaint they made to the minister, that the forest guard at Cambo Hill there connive with this timber log, this and that. And when timbers even when timbers are being arrested, they brought them here. Go now to the place there, you will not see one. And they were not tender in court. Because I had wanted to look at the things that were arrested. We've never seen them.
No evidence.
But the evidence is not there. We can go to the forest boss here, like Monday, and see. Let us see, where are those things that we are arrested? Where did you take them? That would be $1 million question.
All right. Yes. We are not disputing that fact, JV. That compromise happens. Yeah. But what we are saying now is these people are the direct sufferers or beneficiaries. Yeah. When you look at in terms of having good deeds or the bad. Now, Mpox is around, and all what the preventive measures we are seeing: don't eat dead animals, use face mask, wash your hands severally, keep social distance for the saliva coming from the mouth. So with all this, when these forest people living with the animals and hosting colleagues, right? So the responsibilities we are looking at, like what I was saying, Dauda, no matter what or how you look at it, there will be direct contact persons with these animals, and even if the sickness comes. So I'm now thinking about what these people might do or would do to making sure that even if the Mpox comes, it will not be welcomed in Sierra Leone. Remember, when a stranger goes to these towns, they host them. Yeah? No matter, even the thieves we are seeing in our communities, people within the community host these guys. Nobody will just move from Freetown or Bo come to cause mayhem in Kenema like that. Somebody in Kenema might have hosted that person.
Of course.
Let's look at this fact. So what do you make up of these people, these forest edge, boundary people that are living in the boundary areas from Liberia to Sierra Leone, Guinea to Sierra Leone, then living at these forest edge communities, the Gola rainforest, the Gola, the Cambo Hills. So what do you make up of these people now, this checkpoint? How do you expect these people to behave in order for us to have a very good community? Because remember, if anything happens in the forest edge, it might come in the cities also.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that?
All right. Aruna, I think
No.
I just want to say to you that
Over.
all that you are saying
Okay. I didn't read
is true.
I'll call you Adam.
Looking at the forest guide, or let's say forest rangers, definitely they too have their own role to play in the community.
They have a very cute.
Because when we look at various areas, taking it from various areas that is the crossing points, like crossing between Guinea, Liberia, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia to that of Sierra Leone, and so forth. I think if they are forest guide here, or they need to just empower them together with some medical people. Because if they are giving them, they say, hey, mountain checkpoints at various crossing points, we cannot stop. We cannot tell them that yes, they are not actually trained and qualified to become medical people. Because accommodating somebody, wherever you see somebody say, hey, like the arrest of those hardcore criminal with that of the various weapons. Maybe they have somebody that they wanted to come to so that I can accommodate them, provide them hospitality and so forth. So, but because we host them, we host these people because of money. If these people come now, if somebody have traveled all the way from Liberia, you say, hey, I want to go to Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, we are quick to be motivated by money. Somebody will just say, okay, my man, I will just give you $1,000. Just give me 2 days lodging here. Tomorrow I'll be leaving. And also, we need to start doing community engagement now, like even like the bike riders. You know, some communities, you can see that maybe the person will not stay there, but those that have motorbike, they will say, okay, well, let's sleep. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we will leave. You understand?
Yeah, this motorbike.
Also, these are key people. The bike riders also, they need to engage them. The technician, the lab technician, they also need to be empowered. I think we have up to 4 bodies that currently, as for now, if the whosoever had this information, the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, the minister needs to empower them. Like you talk about the medical people, especially those that are lab technician or the disease surveillance team. Secondly, you talk about the bike riders, even like drivers as well, the chiefs, including that of the forest guide as well.
Yeah.
If these people are part of this type of committee to form, my brother, the rest assured that Sierra Leone will not suffer this kind of diseases that other countries are suffering through. Remember, they said the diseases came into how am I to call it, Democratic Republic of Congo in 1958. Now, imagine from 1958. But what we say, sometimes this of our white collar brothers and sisters, they are actually wicked. They should have looked out for solution to see that this disease will only stop here. Remember what our brother said here. We actually Ebola came into our country through by birds. You understand? So how did it happen? They cannot give us in a detail how did it happen. A bird flew all the way from where? From Congo to Liberia to Sierra Leone.
Do you know?
And we also have experts like the Gola rainforest. The Gola rainforest will have those that are there, that they are experts in doing studies of these animals. Even that any animal that enter into the forest today, they will tell you. Yeah, my brother,
they take record of it.
I work with them. Yes, they will take record of it. Any animal that goes out, they will say, yes, today chimpanzee have left this place. I remember there was an animal that came all the way from Liberia. I don't know, is it elephant or I can't remember the name of the animal. When they enter into Gola forest,
it was recorded.
Definitely, they recorded it, and the information was published. They said, oh, Sierra Leone, we have started having some kind of animal, even like the monkey, other animals, you know. But why are they here now? To save the life of citizens of this country. They say, oh, give us this forest, we'll be there to protect the animals. But animal will now come with sickness in this country, and they will say, this is look at the name of the sickness, monkeypox. Why not babu pox or chimpanzee pox? So these are animals that travel far in a far range, but maybe they know their reason.
Monkey is all over Africa.
And one thing we have to realize is that people like the bilateral or multilateral relationship now. We have foreigners traveling cut across the board. Sierra Leoneans also traveling out of Sierra Leone to other countries. So human carriers are also there. And we cannot dispute the fact, no matter what we do, you still need foreigners to enter Salone.
Yeah, of course.
We are partners.
We are partners in development and other things. But I think, if I can buy a word from you, these, our stakeholders or our different institutions need to be prioritized, like what you said. The medical team now and other sectors, because this is not the first time. Honestly, this is not the first time. I believe we could have learned from Ebola, Corona, Lassa fever, HIV, cholera, COVID. You know, you call these sicknesses or the viral disease. So with all these lessons learned, Dauda, don't you believe it's enough for Sierra Leoneans not to deny anything again?
My brother, we still have some novice that will not.
No, come on, but
honestly, I'm telling you, if you don't believe, just travel to a community where, of course, for them to even access road network, or let's say for them to even get clear sound of radio station, just go there. I remember recently in this year we traveled to one village just for a marriage. I asked them, I said, they live in a community.
What was a kid above 18 years?
What?
Was a woman above 18 years the marriage you went for?
You want to invite me? Well, of course, yes, because they are giving back to the 3 children.
Because the gender law, I was about saying, even the DJ would have been a problem.
That is the new law.
Yeah, the Ali marriage.
The Ali marriage.
From the DJ, you the food sharer, everyone.
We have cancelled.
Yeah.
Though it will not be totally.
No, sure. But let me, sure. That's why I was asking whether the child was below 18, because I would have called now for you.
So as I was saying, I asked them. I said, "What radio normally do you listen to?" He said, "We don't even have radio station here." So it means definitely, these are the kind of community that when doing sensitization engagements,
They need to be reached.
We need to reach them. We go to them because they hardly believe. Even if they travel, they say, "I know we will not get down there too." So remember, our people these days now, they believe in the radio.
Sure.
Those that are highly educated, they don't believe in radio, because I remember one day I was traveling from that of Liberia to Sierra Leone here. Somebody said, radio station, these people, they lie too much. We don't believe in them. You know, there are so many bloggers, so they will just publish out information. Why don't you believe? He said, because there are people, they don't do findings. They don't do story, they don't follow story. Whatever they hear is what they will publish. I said, no, not everybody. You understand? So even like this kind of sensitization, maybe we as media practitioners want to do for this country. Remember the Ministry of Health, also, let's say, because if you go through the story, they also mention pregnant women, breastfeeding mother, children below the age of 18 years, you know, and so forth. So all these people, I think we need to engage them as well.
All right.
Talk to them.
We need to engage and talk to them. Listeners and viewers, the program is Perceive live on Voice of the East Radio 88.9 here in Kenema City. And he is Dauda S. Koroma. I call him DSK for short. And you've understood and you've got the discussion this morning. You can send in your text messages or your own comment via the number 078507050 or 088153 600 034 48 60 60. Or if you want to do it via WhatsApp, the number is +232 75 268 500 268 500. The numbers to which you can reach us via WhatsApp. And you're listening to Voice of the East Radio, Vote FM 88.9. We're broadcasting live in the eastern part of Sierra Leone. That is the headquarters town for the eastern region, Kenema City. And you can be part of our program this morning as we are discussing, and we all know the Mpox virus. We do not want to get it right in our country. All right, now that take us to the next topic. EPA destroying 22 dredges. Let's look at that story quickly. Wherein the Environmental Protection Agency is embarking on destruction of those dredges, destroying our water pathways and our communities. Have you seen that story?
All right. Of course, EPA destroying 22 dredges, 5 illegal miners in river pollution crackdown. Of course, in a recent operation across the Kenema and Kailan districts, authorities destroy 22 dredges and apprehend 5 individuals involved in illegal mining activities. This crackdown is part of a coordination regional effort aimed at what? Aimed at preventing aimed at preventing pollution in the Moa and Sewa River. 4 suspects arrested in, The operation highlighted the government's commitment to preventing vital water resources and that of combating practices that threaten environmental sustainability. The EPA action are expected to help mitigate the advanced effects of illegal dredges on local ecosystem and water quality.
All right. Now,
Water quality. Am I to stop there?
yes, yes, that's the end.
Story.
Yeah.
The
Now,
that is 22.
22 dredges. Now,
And 5 arrested.
we've got the story. 22 dredges. And for our listeners who want, on viewers, dredges are dangerous machines that are situated, that are installed in the water pathways, deep waters. And the dredge can, for my observation, I think I saw one in Kono. The last time I went, I think Bafi River, yes, in Kono, I saw one. But initially, myself, I never knew it was a dredge. So like I was admiring its operations.
I've even worked with it.
Okay.
I've worked
You know,
with it.
I never knew it was a dredge. That was the first time I saw dredge with my naked eyes, because I was admiring its operation. I see the guys, I saw them operating the thing. And when I asked, they said it could be stationed here, but it will work kilometers off.
Yes, of course.
And anywhere the thing operates, it leaves cars in that particular environment, that place. So later I came to realize it's called dredge. I said, oh, this is a dredge they are talking about. And EPA now is saying they've destroyed 22 between Kailaun, Pennymahere, and Bo.
Both districts, yes.
And last, I think, month back, they destroyed about 40 or so in Tonkolili, the northern region. And now they are saying 5 arrests was made. Looking at this, and just like we are saying, Sierra Leoneans, we are hosting these foreigners to destroy the land. So what could you say about the measures of burning this dredge on the height by EPA?
All right. Aruna, maybe some people will be looking at the words that I might be saying here very stupidly, but don't mind it. The Ministry of Mines have a very big role to play, because these people that are working with these dredges at various river or sea, definitely they don't just do it by themselves. You understand? For example, I worked in a community I think 3 years ago, Grandma Minde Chiefdom, Ponduru to be precise. You know, everything I saw with my 2 eyes, I decided to say, okay, I want to actually see how best these guys are working with these dredges. They were having more than 45 Ghanaians that were actually resident in Sewafe. I think you know Sewafe.
I know Sewafe.
In fact, most women in that particular community, they will not date any Sierra Leonean, because if you go there, they will say, from a Ghana bobo, you get more gold, you get money. You understand? So I say, okay, well, for me to build up a very good story, let me just work with this guy for a day. When you work for a day, what they will actually bring out every day, maybe they will have more than 150 carats of gold. You understand? So they will be just there polluting the water. Even when I asked the other time, I say, okay, let me see the document. So I think somebody told them that no, we don't bring out document, because whatever they are doing in this country, my brother, even for them to stay here or have those that are, how am I to call them, immigration officers, are they coming here without their permission? No. The question might be no. They will not just enter into this country without having an authentic document to stay here. So even like the area of dredges, all these people that are doing this mining at various rivers, like you talk about River Sewa, River Moa, and so forth, you understand? They are actually having documents to the effect.
Are you sure they have documents?
Some of them have documents. Some of them have documents. They have authentic documents that can prove to the effect that yes, we are not only mining here, we are doing it because we have documents. But I don't know what is the relationship between EPA and that of Ministry of Environment. You understand? Because these are all bodies. Just like when we say sludge, cover Sierra Leone Reporters Union, SWASA, and that of Winter, and so forth. You understand? Our parent body here is sludge. You understand? So all of us that are now doing this kind of various activities, we are covered by sludge. So therefore, EPA is being covered by the Ministry of Environment, isn't it?
Sure.
But so how can they have documents to mine various areas without the knowledge of them? That will be the millions of questions. Somebody will say, no, we don't know. But if you don't believe my brother, you yourself can do a follow-up story on that. That most of these guys that are mining, maybe it's just because maybe they don't do the rightful things. For example, what I mean here, maybe they will say, okay, we have signed your document. You need to see A, B, C, and D. Without seeing them, whosoever crack on you, definitely will burn down the dredge. Recently, we remember, even like the speedboat, they use speedboats to fishing these guys. And those guys, they don't mine in a very small river. They mine this gold and diamond in a river, in a very big sea or river, like the Sewa. If you go there now, even if they burn all the dredges in this country, these Ghanaians have already trained our brothers and sisters to construct or to build up these dredges. If I say they are using empty container to build up these dredges, maybe you will say, how did you manage to know that? Because I have been following them. Those bigger containers, like these hog food cares, rubbers, they use them. They use them because they know that if you put that thing in water, it will float up. You understand? Then later on, they just build or something like the one they build down is more bigger than the one that is up. Yes. Yes, sometimes they can even see, you can see, if you go down there, you can see maybe they were having something like rug, while the dredges will be just taking the sand from the water, spreading it on top of the rock, washing it. People will be there to pick up the minerals. Yes. You understand? But all these things, my brother, arresting them very soon. This is the story headline. They have arrested 5 individuals. The bottom of the story now, how did it happen? What is the way forward? Nothing will come out. Maybe you will only hear they have charged them to court. For what? For A, B, C, and D. That ends the story. That ends the story. There will be no more follow-up. After 2 months, making 3, you will see again another people that, yes, they have burned down 30 dredges. But after that again, 2 individuals were arrested. Are they foreigners? Sometimes they work with our brothers. Maybe sometimes they don't, because most Sierra Leoneans are now trained to work with the dredges. What the Ghanaians do or the Liberia, what they do now, they will just give the work to the Sierra Leoneans with 1 person.
And they will sit at the back.
Yeah, they will sit at the back. So look, you bring them the mineral and they will talk and say, okay, this is what you will pay. For now, all of us know how expensive gold is. If you have, if you now have 1 carat gold, first, when I was working with them, 1 carat gold was just about 120 leos. 1 carat gold. A very small pieces, a very small tiny one. You understand? How about now? When everything is now up. So we don't know. So let us follow this story.
All right.
Aruna, let's follow this story and know exactly those 5 individuals that were arrested, what is the way for them, and burning down of these 5 dredges. Today is not the only day they have been burning dredges. True or false?
It's true.
So
but we still have them.
We still have them.
Well, that's what.
They are even building
more
and more. Anytime they burn them,
they build
them. So what I will suggest to the minister, to EPA, definitely let them start bringing them back. Let them bring them when they arrest, because when you burn them down, the engine, they will remove the engine. Now EPA is not removing the engine. They have experts here.
That would be the solution now, to burn down the engines of this. Are you making that?
These engines are not easy to be burned. Let me tell you this, my brother. Like the other burning of dredges at how am I to call it, Bama, and that of Conta, they leave the engine there. So who is there? Somebody will come and remove the engine. They go and build up the engine. You know, water, fire cannot totally damage engine. You understand? There are some part of the engine, they will just remove it and build another
And
one.
build another one.
So the best thing they will be now doing, let them be removing the engine. Don't burn it. Just remove it. Bring the engine here because these engines are very expensive. They are
But
very,
I think
very expensive.
I think it might be possible that EPA is taking care of these engines, or they are burning everything down, because the pictures.
Was that mentioned in the story?
Well, that will not be mentioned because they will just say we have burnt down the dredges. Yeah, and
Dredges have been burnt
and
How about you go with
and if you have burnt down 22 dredges, I think the engines might be included. Is that not so? The engines might be included because you cannot burn a motorbike and you just say I've burnt the tires or I've burnt the tank of the motorbike. One could believe it that you've burnt down everything.
everything?
Okay.
So we are looking from that point of view that the EPA might have destroyed everything about the dredges.
Okay.
Yeah, we are just looking at it from the point of view that the more, remember, I think Chino Achebe's book says, as long as birds have learned to fly without perching, the hunters have learned to shoot without missing.
Yeah, of course.
You see? So let us just lean on the fact that EPA, the Ministry of Environment and Mines, like you are saying, would have to use more proactive measures. But let me take JAV in this discussion and see. JV, here is a scenario, like what the other was saying. EPA needs to do more, and the engines are very, like he was telling me, us here, that what is built beneath is more than what we see on the surface.
Of course.
And like to me, when I went to Kono District, that was even what the guy told me. When I came to realize that this thing operating on the water there is called dredge, because I've never seen it before. So the day I saw it, I think 2 years back, when I saw it in Kono, I said, "Oh, this is a dredge," and I even took video footage of it. But when they come to realize that I'm a media worker, they were panic and they stopped explaining to me. You know, they stopped explaining. They are in the story. Yeah. So I tried to ask, and nobody spoke again. And even they tried to like escape, and the machine was moving slowly. The thing on the water. You see. So now, this is the case, and EPA is saying 5 has been arrested. 5 suspects. The other night saying, this end of the story will be they are still under investigation.
That's all.
And we want to see not only arresting them, but let the court come and say we've sent them to prison or they've paid these fines. So what's your take here, JV?
22 dredges arrested, destroyed,
and 5
arrested.
The story headline in the end.
Fine, very beautiful caption, very attractive.
Very catchy.
Yeah, this is not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not the 10th time. It is rhetorical, without end. It's just like saying 3 into 10. It's 3 times remember into 10 again. 3 times remember 1. That's rhetorical, huh?
Yes.
So let's see something like this. The first day I saw a dredge is when I went to Syria Rutai. That is, you see, all those dangerous activities that are going on at Syria Rutai. It's a dredge that digs that thing, and they said it goes below 10 or more miles to get this Rutai thing and bring it out. They just get it, take it to the land, and the vehicles come for it, take it to Syria Rutai, and when they take it to Syria Rutai, they have a lot of minerals coming out of there. Huh? Rutai, ilmenite, zircon, titanium, all those things are the, but how do people say? They say they are mining Rutai.
Yeah, mining Rutai, yeah, but
some of you don't even know that those are the minerals. I work there.
Okay.
So I know so much about dredge. I work at Plain Dredge. Yes. I was working for Fire Force. I've got an international certificate in firefighting. When I left Go Teachers College, I straight went to Syria Rutai. I worked there for Greener Pasture. Until when the river came, 1991, 92, and we are asked out. We are forced out of that place, so we left. So let's come to something serious. Bamakonta is the hub for all these activities that is going on here in the Southern Province. Bamakonta, Tonkolili, Kailan, now they are saying they have destroyed dredges. Kono, they have been doing these things there. This is not the first time we have heard this. Since my grandmother was just a girl, this type of stories have been coming out and it still continue unabated. But my problem here is they have mines monitoring officials all over, scattered all over the country.
There you go.
My brother, Mr. Moderator,
Sure.
I should be happy if we can team up this week, go to the manager of mines. I have few questions which I have prepared. Let him really give us an answer. They will talk to us.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
talk to us. He's ready. He can talk to us.
Yeah, I think I have the contact of the information person there, so
Okay.
I think that would be
have
good.
mines monitoring officials who are scattered all over the country. So let us see what is their role. How are they helping government? How are they trying to at least preserve our land? How are these people deployed in these areas, and what is their loyalty to this nation? So that if we get that and we start to do something about it, perhaps it will be good for this nation. So let us just don't come to this room, sit, talk, and go. They say, one time I had a friend, a very seasoned journalist, I cannot name him now. He said, this is what is wrong with provincial reporters. When they broadcast a story, one time, they forgot about it.
Yeah, follow up.
So let us make a follow-up on this thing until we bury it. I think I'll be happy since we have started.
Yeah, it is better it crop up now, so that you
You
plan.
understand? So let us start this thing.
Yeah.
After here, we can strategize
Yep.
on how to go about it. Go to Gembe now. Along go, or you go to Male by Tondola. Just look at the way how that is almost always dirty.
Really?
The rivers, that big river is always polluted.
Because of the gold mines.
Yeah, they are mining gold. All the mining that is done in Tongo, all those things come with that Sewa River by Gembe. And that river is polluted. The fishes are dying. It is even poisoning the people around that area because they use those waters.
Yeah. They use
So it is good now we protect the lives of Sierra Leoneans.
Yeah.
I'm saying it is good now that we protect the lives of Sierra Leoneans. Go to Gebe. Go to Doradia. You can see this evidence. It is there. The one from Kono comes through Male River by Tondora. The one from Tongo comes through and they all pass through that. That is Male River. So go there and you will prove me wrong. At Bamakonta, sometimes back in 2004, we went there for a census with Safamo River. We did such census there. And in that census, my brother, let me tell you, that was the first day I saw this illegal mining. People do deep mining with divers. They can get oxygen, put it on Sierra Leoneans, they go right down.
Right down the sea.
Right down the sea.
Right down that river. And they get this thing out and they bring it. In fact, we were there, somebody died.
Ever recently that happened.
Very.
Somebody
Very
died.
recently.
The time when we were there, somebody died, and we went there, and we saw the corpse, and it was buried. So we don't know. The pathologists went there. I don't think that happened. 2004, this thing happened in this country.
Back.
Yes. That's about 31 years ago. 2004, 2014, 24, 21 years ago.
21 years, yeah.
Yes. So, or 20 years ago, this 2005.
Yeah, it's 24.
20
It's
years
20.
20 years ago. So this thing happened. So if we are continuing to allow our brothers to die this untimely death, it is very unfortunate.
Really?
And they only go there because they will say there is no job. Some will leave their areas like Kailan. I'm even surprised to hear now that dredges have been burned in Kailan, the Kenema district. And 5 people have been arrested. And if they have been arrested, it's a pleasure that let us go and see the suspects.
You may want to know again, are they arrested from different area like Kailan district, Kono district? I think the writer should have actually indicated that 2 were arrested in Kailan.
That is social media story.
Fine, that is a thing. I think, like what JV is saying, we have to institute investigation to see a follow-up on the story. Because he made mention of one thing that is very much important. We are just presenting the start of these stories.
Yes.
But like, it behoves on us now to see a follow-up on those events, to see that these 5 people have been charged or not. I think that's what JV is.
Where are they now?
Yeah.
We would even love to see them. Because there is no photo about them.
If ever.
And in journalism, the evidence is your photos. Yes, pictorial evidence.
Yes.
So if we have the pictorial evidence, I mean, we talk to them if they are down there at.
We talk to them so that they can give us.
Yeah, we want their photos.
Yes.
Let's really know that these are the people.
The information is very important.
Or when are they going to court?
Yeah.
We can snap them when they go to court. And radio, we can do it with, and even television, we can do it there, so that Sierra Leoneans can know that
This is
the
what
media is
happened.
at work.
All right, so that's Sierra Leoneans can know that the media is at work. 07850 70 50, 08815 3600, 034 48 16 60. Yes, Mambo.
Then we can know how many mines monetary officials
Are displaced.
Southern Province and Eastern Province. That we can even go to Bo. We can even go to Bo and
Yes,
see
of course.
where these are, if they have mining
Of
monitors.
Of course.
All right, so Mambo, what's your bite on this?
I think we have said it all because I believe that not only for us to come into this place and then the room here discuss on these issues, we really need to have some pictorial evidence. It is in place for the particular media team to walk through to the mines officer, the one that is in charge from the information side, so that we can get more information from them. Because if this thing continues, it has to damage or either destroy it. We have both destruction from even the lives of our Sierra Leonean brothers that are involved into these activities, and also it destroys some other animals that we have, like what my learned colleague here was saying, that even the river, fishes in the rivers, they die, and because of the case of these things, and this is not really leading to a positive living situation of a particular country, you see. So in that area, it is in place for the one that is in the particular sector to at least open hands so that we can get more information and supply the public up there. So I don't want us to let's say to digest on it more, because I think all have been said by my learned colleagues. So because of time and other things, I think we just have to. But this must be part of. It must be one of the thematic assignment that the house here have to be taking, so that to meet and get vital information.
All right, take us to the last story before we go to our texters and the point of our viewer. That is, police repatriate 38 Guineans using QNet scheme to defraud Sierra Leoneans. Have you seen that story? Take us through that story. That will be our very last story for today's presentation. And I want to say, keep sending in your text messages in the program. We do not pick calls. Rather, we receive your text messages, and then we see how we can look at those comments raised by you and the contributions you sent in our program to making sure that we get these views and these different things you send in our program down to the listeners and viewers. And we have to look at our very last topic for today. The police repatriate 38 Guineans using QNet's scheme to defraud Sierra Leoneans. How that reflects to our nation. And like you said in the story, the mines, the dredges, the Ministry of Mines, Environment and others have a lot to do. Yes, Mambo.
Yeah, of course, this one also is very much alerting and very important, very key, because for over the years we have been seeing that fraudsters are just coming and then doing some other issues that are not really important,
Sure.
which are to the great devastated mines of the country. So in that area, it is better that the police are now working now as at how to combat this situation and then to curtail it. So it is very important. So kudos to the Sierra Leone police. All right, let me just take you through this story for listeners out there. Of course, according to the headlines that say Sierra Leone police repatriated 38 Guineans using QNet scheme to defraud Sierra Leoneans. All right, Sierra Leone has repatriated 38 Guineans to their home country after being implicated in a plot to traffic Sierra Leoneans abroad under false pretenses. This information was confirmed by the Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG, Brian McCanney, Regional Commander for the Southern Regions, during the Sierra Leone Police regular press conference on Monday, the 19th August 2024 in Freetown. According to the AIG Canning, the suspects were in the process of recruiting individuals in Bow Town when they were apprehended. Following their arrest, they were handed over to the Guinean authorities in Bow before being repatriated. The suspects are alleged to have been part of a human trafficking scheme that preys on individuals from the sub-regions by falsely promising them jobs opportunity abroad. AIG Kane, in his statement, also reveals that after police investigations, it was uncovered that operations was linked to a fraudulent QNet scheme. A report from the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes, UNODC, underscores the severity of human trafficking in West Africa, where children represent more than 75% of detected trafficking victims.
Okay, I think a long one. Let's get it there quickly, and then let's see what our interpretation might be. This is the case. We are saying that over 4,799 victims detected in the 26 sub-Saharan African countries, and out of that number, we can see that 3,336 were in West Africa, and also including 2,553 children, which is a very alarming number towards trafficking. And these Guineans, according to report, are using the QNet scheme to defraud Sierra Leoneans. And Sierra Leoneans have been going through a lot. We did see super advertises that came, and you name them, well-builders, you name them. Several of them has come. But one thing that still remains is that Sierra Leoneans, the gullibility of people is still there. We want to be rich over the night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning I want to wake up and see 30,000 in my account.
$30,000
in my account. You see? And I will not even work for it, and I want to see it in my account. And that brings the challenges we are going through as a nation. And now, the FIU, Financial Intelligence Unit of this country, the other related bodies have been working hard to making sure that the people are safe. I don't know if that is enough. Maybe somebody might have a contrary view to that. But what do you make up of this, Mambo? Looking at the fact that, is it 38?
38
of them have been sent back to their country. What do you make of the development?
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Of course, as I was saying it in reading headline rather, that this has to, for you that are very sensitive in mind, you have to think that, notice that there's an issues. But first of all, I may want to say a plenty thanks to the Sierra Leone police for their wisdom and also their capacitating skills that was used in the area of combating this thing by handling over these criminals. Because you can take a look at, these are a form of criminals. They are criminals. If we look back in the 2023, and there was even though there are a lot, there was a financial raising entity that we are having. In fact, my brother, you can imagine youth and other employee staffs, they are using their money through the like of this Orange Money network. You understand? They use it. They use most of their money. Some we are even having some used their money that is used for running up their businesses and other issues. They use that money to play the particular game. You understand? So looking at it, because they want to make a lot of, because one of the major aims of these people, whenever they coming, they give the outright statement that they are there to at least make the people to make maximum profit. You understand? And our brothers and sisters or citizens today here in this country, everyone is dreaming. Even myself, I'm dreaming to be up here. I'm dreaming to be a rich man.
Without working for
I'm dreaming to be like that. Yeah, it might be the negative thinking or naive thinking of everyone in the area of these things. So, but like looking at it sometimes, yeah, they may come in their first appearance. You may see them. They started working. Like if I could remember, what was the
wealth builder?
Yeah, wealth builder. Looking at it, if I could remember back in the days 2023 when this program was implemented in Sierra Leone here, you see youth playing these games. You understand? And they were giving them durations. You understand? But one thing that came into my conception, it was that we understand that people are not just playing this game, but they do a subscription. And this subscription was made through a particular leading network that we have in Sierra Leone here, which was the Orange network. You understand? But Orange outrightly made it very clear that they made it very clear to
they are not part of
that they are not part. Yeah. As time goes on, they started bringing up some other, and after that, most of our brothers, we are flooded. You understand? Students, we are using their money to even. So in that area, I think this was another setup again that was about to. But if in the case of that, the Sierra Leone police and the president of the AIG and others have been, reverted it back. I think it is a very good work done by them. And then what may be in our minds for everyone, let us deviate off from these things. Not everything. Do not be thinking that you're not. If Allah have designed you that you must come to a richness, one day you must intercede this thing, my brother. Instead of you to be involved into something that is not even. So I think these are things that one should be deviating from. You understand? So in the area of that, I think it's a very good work. It's a very good explicit work done by the Sierra Leone police. Because if you look at it, if that one will have been allowed to start operating here also again, it has to cause a lot of problems. A lot of problems will be on board. You see, a lot, and we must have to. You see, we must have to. Some cannot even remember the past, what happened with them in the last. If this one will have hold up also, they will have been part of it. You see, so coming towards this area, I think these are things that one have to. So I think Mr. Aruna, if you can ask me, there are a lot of things that I have to, but I think we just have to give the kudos to the AIG and others that which refactored this particular program again not to stage in Sierra Leone.
Indeed, we must have to thank them, and again, we have to call on our brothers and sisters Sierra Leoneans to always be on the alert and the eye watch, because the more the internet space gets more connected, the more we get fraudsters coming in diverse ways to make money, and we don't want that. JV, this is the play and the point. You know, when QNet was in Kenema, they were having the company itself called QNet. They were having their office at the IDA section. And one day, together with the late man now, Henry Henry K. Matia, former of Blessed Memories of Radio Nongoa, we took, may he so rest in peace, our colleague who lost his life sometimes last year. We took a stroll to the office, and to my greater dismay, we saw up to 20 and above foreigners, Ivorians, Guineans, and the like. And when we requested a document from them, and they showed us a document from the Freetown City Council that is stamped and signed.
Okay. You see?
A well document that they are supposed to operate in Sierra Leone. But we came to realize that they do not have any document to operate in Kenema City from the city council here. And we told them, if you are legal, then you have to go back and then register with the Kenema City Council to showcase your program or your business criteria. We alerted FIU straight off. But then the head of FIU here in Kenema was one Mr. Aliu. We alerted him to say there is a scheme, a Ponzi scheme, operating or in operation in Kenema that do not have licenses to work in Kenema.
Michael Aliu?
Something Aliu, not Michael. Tall, black, tough man.
Okay, Mr. Aliu.
Yeah, one Aliu.
Head of what?
The FIU unit. I think in 2022, 21, 22, just after the coronavirus, he was here. But it has taken a long time not seeing him now. I think he has been replaced, but the new one or the FI unit, I do not know them much now. But like that year, we actually alerted him, and then he tried, because he went straight off and tried to interrogate them, and that created QNet not to be prominent in Kenema, what we did by then. But still, before we could have intervened, people have fallen already. We have some people in Kenema that have fallen already before the information reached our desk as the media men, and we took our moves to that place, interrogated them, defrauding your citizens. One can think about it that repatriating them is not all what we need. But let them, we did see what Super Advertis did.
Yeah.
FIU told us they've frozen the account of some of this orange money agent. They are frozen. They told us they've collected up above 100 million.
Really?
Or so. And they told us they are going to investigate these people, and they have to come back to Sierra Leoneans. But since then, since February this year, on to now, the story remains investigation. What's your take?
38 Guineans repatriated. That's the surface. SLP have really done well.
Yeah.
But let us go beyond the headline. Perhaps if we go beyond the headlines, it will help, just like what you are saying. In fact, I don't even know what is QNet. It's good that we have started today. We have started really giving the definition of QNet. People don't even know how this QNet came to this country. They don't even know how they are registered. This is the first time I think you have informed Sierra Leoneans that the QNet that was in Kenema here was registered in Freetown by City Council. So that's the role of the media. And you did a very good job, or else if those people could have, those foreigners who have succeeded when they came, without your intervention, a lot of people were going to at least perish again in their hands.
Sure.
It's good that you could keep it up. Each time that's a message to all media officials now in Eastern region. Anytime you hear this type of thing is going on, force your way through there. Go and see, why is this happening? Why are you here? Just gather the 5W and the H, and you can get your correct answers. Huh? The when, the where,
the why, and the how.
The how. That have to just do it. If you do it, you can get the correct information on why they are here. So that was just what our brothers did. They went there, asked them, "Where are you from? When did you come here? You know, asked them simple questions. And they were cooperative, they gave the information, and no crossfiring. What they did, went to the FIU boss, reported this matter. And when they reported it, indeed, it was on earth. That was a very good thing you did. Because if you remember, AIG Brian McCanney, as I know him, is a no-nonsense AIG in the Southern region.
The Southern region, yeah.
Very hard-working.
Very hardworking.
Very hard-working. Because each time I go to Bo, I get credible story from this man. He's doing marvelous thing in the Southern province. Remember, he's covering 4 districts. He covers Bo, Bont,
Moyamba,
on to the Liberia border there.
Yeah, Gendema axis.
Gendema. He's doing so well. So now that he has nabbed these people, my worry is, why were they hasty to take these people back? They should not have been in haste. It's the right time they should have investigated these people. How did they come to Sierra Leone? Or if I go to Bo, I think I'm going beyond this headline. Perhaps if I reach Bo next week, I will go to him. I really want to go beyond this headline.
Sure.
So that if we go beyond the headline, perhaps there are more things they should tell Sierra Leone. It's not only nab them, take them out of Sierra Leone. No, it's not repatriate them. No. How did they come to Sierra Leone? We know, okay, they are ECOWAS citizens. How long were they in Sierra Leone? Because it should be 90 days. After 90 days, you must have Sierra Leonean passport.
Yeah.
So let's see how long did they stay in Sierra Leone. We are following trends in this nation. Bo have suffered so much in the hands of this unfortunate.
Bo, yeah.
Really.
Super advert came recently.
As I was saying,
We know how people suffer from there. My coin
suffered a lot.
My coin again in Bogota.
My coin, Bo.
Created a lot of problems for the rest of Sierra Leoneans, and even during election they threatened President Bio, if you don't return our money, we are not going to vote for you. And thank you to God, he's here today. Now you just arrest 38 people. This investigation should have been they should have gone deep into this investigation to really see who are behind these things. You know, you cannot wash a clothes for nothing. It must get dirty. If it is not dirty,
you don't wash it.
You can't wash it. You
can wash it.
End of quote. If a clothes is not dirty, you cannot wash it. You can't just arrest 38 people, recruiting people for such an illegal thing, and you just arrest them
and repatriate them.
So let's see really, that is another thing we should do. But that one, I will make a follow-up.
All right. Yeah.
Financial Intelligence
Unit,
FIU, according to you, we are in Kenema. Are they still in Kenema?
Yeah, I want to believe so. I want to believe so, and we have to do further on that.
If they are in Kenema, they should step up and make sure that this unholy alliance is really put
to rest.
Yeah.
Because if this thing continues, most Iranians are suffering. People are getting poorer and poorer. Because somebody can manage to get his 50, 60, 100 million euros, this and that, when they come. As if these people are magicians.
Really?
They can draw that money away from those people illegally. At the end of the day, they will say we are investigating, and that investigation will never cross Bandama.
We have to play the game.
It will never cross Bandama. It will continue. So, my brother, like Orange denied this thing. Who was cashing this money?
They were the people that pay.
These are the simple questions.
You see, the money we send to them, and they send it to the number, and they will be allowed to.
Yeah, you send this money through Orange money, and when you win, and you go and collect this money again from them, and they continue to tell you, we don't know about it. and FIU is in Sierra Leone. So until
They know about their operation.
yeah,
They know,
but
they know about it.
yeah, so until this attitude are changed, until FIU also step up and do things better, or Sierra Leone will continue to suffer in the hands of this illegal or this unholy alliance.
All right.
I rest my case.
Yes, Dauda. What's your bite on this?
Yes, well, actually, the story I read here, I just want to know the 38 people that are actually repatriated back to Guinea are Sierra Leonean part of it. You know, sometimes this is the reason why normally I cast blame on some of our colleagues, writer. You know, if Sierra Leoneans were a part of it, because this Guinean, they will not enter into this country without having anything with it.
Somebody about them.
Somebody about them, they have been here not even a day. Let me just bring this story. I think I met with up to 5 ladies. They were from 3 districts. That is from Pujang. The other one is from this Kailang and Kenema. You know, I asked them, why are you here? They say, well, we are here because somebody came with us that he wants us to travel to that of this of their Arab country.
Imagine that.
Yes.
Imagine.
So even like the other lady was trying to say, no. He said, no, it's my schoolmate. Let me explain to him. And also, I know this man is a journalist. Maybe he can help us. I said, okay, well, no problem. How much money have you spent? He said, I have spent, well, actually, I'm not ashamed of telling you. My dad has spent, I think, about 30,000. 30,000 for what? My documentation, my where I'll be, you know, the person that will be receiving me to give me accommodation, hospitality, and so forth. I said, you know what? This is a very big fraud. If you don't know, this money you have spent is good. Is nothing. You will not receive a
Charging.
Yes, the lady started crying. Say, no. So he took me to the house where these guys were. In fact, I went there. There was nobody there. Honestly speaking, along this Congo water. Along Congo water, there is the area. About some, yes, in Freetown. Some of these guys, even the guys that I met there, they are Sierra Leone. They say, hey, sorry, that guy they had a be there, but now one morning we see they don't go. I said, so don't you know the way about this guy? They say, well, we don't know. Sometimes they work in conspiracy. They know because they work in conspiracy. They work with
alliance.
They work with Sierra Leoneans, my brother. These people will not just enter into this country. For example, when I enter into Ghana, they give me 90 days. They say, you are going to be here for 90 days. After 90 days, come back for us to renew your passport. If you fail to do that, if you go to any bank to withdraw money, definitely we will arrest you. I say, okay, well, no problem. In fact, on that day, the 90 days fall on Sunday. Yes, the 90 days fall on Sunday. So on Monday, I received the money to go and withdraw. So now I went there. I forgot that, yes, my 90 days have already expired. You understand? I went there to withdraw the money. I said, they said, no, sorry, they are, Charlie, sit here. I just see 2 police officers. I said, I'm not a criminal. They said, well, let's go back to the immigration. I went there and spent money. You know, but in Sierra Leone, somebody will be here for 90 days. In fact, instead of 90 days, we'll be here now for 99 days.
99 days.
So 5 months, 5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
So now you have seen that, yes, Sierra Leone is having bread. Sierra
Look at
Leone
those
is like the bread
Guinean people.
basket.
No, look at those Guineans.
You
They'll
will
be here for
you will not
10 years or so.
use a Sierra Leonean's number plates in Guinea or whether Ivory Coast driving along the street without interrupting
Well, in
you.
Sierra Leone,
But in Sierra Leone, in fact, I want to say kudos to the police, but they still have more work to do. Honestly speaking. How many Guineans, how many Liberians, how many Ghanaians vehicles are here?
It does not mean that all have to go.
Sierra Leoneans will now provide them this lesser passe. They say you have to be here. In fact, they will give you a document that you can paste it on in front of your mirror. That here, this is a pass. Yeah, that will protect you. So nobody question you, nobody asks you question. You know, even like those that they have arrested and they have sent them back to their country. On which ground?
And that license we should be paying is Sierra Leone. It's
Yes.
not paid.
So now, instead of we make money here, they are not going to face the consequences in their country. So the country will now benefit from whatever Sierra Leone was supposed to benefit. Have you done further investigation about the arrest of these guys? Have we done that? No, we have not yet.
The answer is no.
So these 38 people, maybe we have more Sierra Leone, they have trained them. Sometimes they will come into this country, they train our brothers and sisters. In fact, Sierra Leoneans, we are quick to be educated. Honestly speaking, that's why in other countries they don't allow Sierra Leoneans to explain. So that you start to explain, they say no, we're not allowed. Don't talk. Charlie, don't see. Just don't explain it to you. We don't allow you. Yes, we don't allow you because the moment you want to explain, you have gained them.
Yeah.
Because Sierra Leone, we know how to talk.
We know.
You know, and the English aspect, Liberia, they have only one language. This of their foreign language. No other languages. They don't even know how to speak better English like Sierra Leone. So that's why most time, when they come to this country, they will learn two things. The other day, I asked one of these guys. I said, "Now what? Now they are asking us to learn Mende and that of Creole. So they are learning them because they know that they will soon come this way. The moment they finish our people here, they will now go back to where they are coming from. So like just like my brother was saying, he wants to become rich. He wants to have 30. Even me myself sitting here, I want to have $40,000 now in my account without working for it. But that should not be a magic. If you cannot work for your labor, definitely don't expect yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor, except you have to work for it.
Work for it.
For Sierra Leone now, we want to have food on our table without bending down to put our hands in our pocket to pull out something. So that's why every day we can connect with these foreigners, we can work with them, even like the wealth builder. You talk about this, how am I to call it? QNet, of course. I have more than 5 Ghanaian group, WhatsApp group. Sometimes they message me, want to bring this. I will say, no, we don't encourage this in our country. Okay. Honestly speaking. So with that, we have to follow this story. Sierra Leone, we are part of this arrest. We are they part of it? How was the arrest made? Where we are they arrested?
All right. Okay, we are already arrested, and just that I think news reaching us, His Excellency the 4th gentleman is in Kenema now, and it's in case school, right, JV? It's in case school for the commissioning and the official turning of the sword. Well, that's just information reaching us. And listeners and viewers, I think it's time now we go to our inbox. Or JV, do you have anything to say towards that?
Well, President Leo visit here, of course, because I was trying to monitor Alpha this morning, communication strategy plan. He said President Leo have come to commission, one of his duties to commission the Badia phone to get at the school. It should be there by 10:30. So
Okay.
I think that's very good news. Yes, from there he'll be at O levels. Resident. For that funeral to visit the family, and other activities still going on. So, you know, people have been worried in Kenema about this Tongo Road, about this. So it's good that the media is there. Although we are not invited, we don't need to be invited. That is what I want to tell the education ministry.
All right,
That is what I want to tell them. So when President Biafra, did he invite us?
We are invited.
No, when President Biafra, did he
I don't know.
invite
Maybe
us?
our regional chairperson received invitation letter on behalf of. They will not write an individual. Sometimes that's the reason why
if it
the
is
work
so,
we are doing, we have to be inquisitive. Whether you are invited or not, you have to be go there because we are reporting.
Do we need invitation?
No,
in the
the
first
media
place?
house don't need.
So without you
But
should be there
sometimes-
because it is news gathering.
Yeah, sometimes
That's what.
we need invitation because you go there. Sometimes some people will go there with the aim of coming back with something in their pocket.
Well,
Right, that's not the deal.
If that happens, it's a blessing to you. But that is not your aim of going there. Your aim of going there
To get the news
to get the news.
and inform the people about it.
Yes, our role is 3. We get the information, information,
Education.
educate, and
entertain.
come and educate the people and entertain them. That's why we go there.
All right, let's go to our inbox and get our viewers as time is fast spent this morning in our program Press Review. Good morning, Vote FM, for good program today. I like this program so much. This program gives us news, credible information, views, things happening around the country. Keep the good work, gentlemen. From DJ Yusuf, 7A line of Makaya Street, Nyandiyama. Plenty schools in Sierra Leone don't have enough teachers. They are not trained and qualified. Some of them, they are not on salaries. They don't have enough chairs and benches. Government needs to put things in place so that things will improve in the country. DJ Yusuf again is in this one. Syrian, the problem that we have now is to reconcile and reconciliate our things in our past and try to look at the nation as a country and not as a political party. With that, we can move from this direction to a positive one. Mpox virus is here and the lessons learned, just like you are saying in the studio, from the Ebola and COVID-19, that alone can be enough to teach us that we need to do things as a nation to get things done and work well. Mr. Bokri is in this one from RTI. The road for Lahai Street is too bad. Please let the president come and see. Mr. Toure of One Lahai Street is a sender. And the next one here is saying, okay, Lahai Street is bad. I want to call on the president. Let him come and see again. All right, Mr. Toure again is in this one. The issue of putting the plastics and papers in the gutters is very bad. That again from Mr. Toure. My Sierra Leonean people, let us come to fight this deadly disease called monkeypox. It's about to come to our country. Avoid body contact. Don't eat dead animals. Clean your environments. Clean and tidy. A good God save us from this sick. Let God save us from this sick. This is coming from DJ Yusuf again. Sierra Leone is a simple country that is very easy to live if only we all come together and be united and forget about personal vendettas or party lineage. Let us look at the bigger picture and start doing things in the right direction. That will help us greatly. This one is coming from Vandi at Nyandeyama. Why the others are not there today? Okay, Mr. Toure is asking. Okay, that's questions for me. I was asking that question. What about the issue of Yenga? Was it really solved, Mr. Toure? Lahai Street. Yes, still under deliberation. From Moses B. Alpha is saying, as far as I'm concerned, we the citizens of Salone are not well protected in the hands of some business companies. Good morning to you all. Oh yeah, I spent some months in Kama Chiefdom, a town called Tombodu in Kono district. But I didn't see a dredge. But next visit, I will try. Kone M. Vamunia. Why the killing is too much in our country for man, for woman, and other things. Mr. Toure, Lahai Street is a sender. The issue of these QNets and other fraudsters, the government need to be very proactive and step foot because Sierra Leoneans are losing each and every day. So let the government, through the FIU unit and other related bodies, not only looking at these people, but when anything happens, let them try. Let these people repay the money of Sierra Leoneans again. Super advertises took our monies, and since then, the government is still investigating. What have they come out to tell us? Whether we are to get our monies again or not, we don't know. The boys for Clean Salon dropped a bag of dirty in our compound. It's too good. Is that good? Mr. Lai, One Lai Street is a sender. Clean Salon drop a bag, okay? Next time you see them, try to hold them and let them take the bag they dropped in your compound. All right. We are just trying to get the Facebook connection and the Facebook page comment there. We have also comment on the Facebook page. Trying to put things in place for that. All right, the next message is saying, bravo to Sierra Leone police for that good act in Bo City. And any here, them come to our country to flood our... All right, let me go again. Bravo to Sierra Leone police for that good act in Bo City. Anytime they come to Sierra Leone to fraud our people, let them handle one and set example to one all the balance. They will be afraid to come to this country for doing bad things. DJ Yusuf is saying that. Indeed, we want to see example. Oh, Sierra Leone, from one issue to another, from well builders to super advertises, and now it's QNet. Where are we heading next? This is too bad for the growth of this nation. Tambalebi Hegbema layout is a sender. I like this question. Why were they hurry to take those people back? Coming from Kone Mvamunya. Human trafficking is too bad. Our brothers and sisters almost are suffering. What's the cause of that? Mr. Yusuf, Mr. T, okay, Mr. Toure, Wala Street is a sender. The killing of our friend, brother, son, the police need to act fast. If the man or woman is guilty, let the law take its course. If then set bright example to the killing in Kenema, the issue will come to an end. So we want justice for the killing of our beloved brother called Mohammed Julde Jallo. Continue to rest in peace. DJ Yusuf, Maka Street is a sender. Who are those people that gave these men documents to carry out mining activities at those areas? Kone Mvamunya. Sierra Leone is a small country that needs thorough leaders and people. So let us all come together and work as a nation. All right, no name sent. And these are the ones we have in our inbox. Quickly, let me go to Facebook and get a comment there, and then we see how we can come to our guest. Once again, see my man, David Dauda Koroma. Good morning, my boy. Happy for the gradual media improvement. My moderator is so handsome. All right, David Koroma. When corruption is about to bring into a stop in Burkina Faso, the new leader has recently announced a ban of gold exportation, and that they will try tooth and nail to be processed in their country to benefit, which in Salone is a taboo. You'll hear from the above giving clearance to the foreigners. It's just sad for us, indeed. Aruna, you guys should be engaging those miners going through this agony to be letting the cat out of the bag on how really they are engaging into such mining, though I know they might be afraid to expose stakeholders. Indeed, that's what we are thinking about. Say how many foreigners illegally entering Sierra Leone without a single document. No wonder we are disgracing. No wonder we are disgracing in the world as criminals due to our passport given to criminal foreigners. They are always jeopardizing our integrity here, indeed. Dauda, you are right, bro. No sensible man can just be mining with dredge in broad daylight without the consent of authorities. Gross wickedness. Do you know how expensive and painful to acquire such dredges? At this ailing time, something that I know must be acknowledgeable to certain authorities. David Kuruma is sending this one. And I want to say thank you for those messages. Now I might go to my panelists to respond quickly on their parting messages. I'll start with Mambo. Quick one.
All what I want to say here is that I want to say plenty thanks to the callers, the texters, those who follow the Facebook page and others by complimenting our efforts. And of course, I think these are things that we have to discuss really, because as a media practitioners, these are our rules. They are thematic rules that we have to ensure that we cater. We create the enabling platform for every citizen to live in that free mind, as to how to secure it and other things to put into place. Of course, we have already digested a lot on the headline topics based on the newspapers and other areas, but we have already done it. All what I am to say here is that encouraging listeners out there, because we are equally representing various media houses. As for me, I'm representing here the Great Starline Radio. Of course, you already know. So So in that area, let them be listening. This is a set of program that is there to bring them, to bring reviewing programs based on the past news for over the week. So it is very important. Let them always be closer, get the dates and the time in their mind that for every Saturday this program comes to their various angles of which they have to. And of course, I want to still remain telling them plenty thanks. And please, 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 regards the area of insecurity and other things, killing and other things, please let us try like to, at least, as I was in my medium yesterday talking about the area that even though yes, more especially the area of this thing, because this is the everyday things that is happening, killing, stabbing in the area of this relationship issues of reasons it's happening. Yes, of course we know the police has no hands to it, but police also has a great role to play. It is good for at least for all medium houses to be engaging police personnel so that they'll be talking on these areas and how to bring up some other things. And we also as media practitioners will bring up some other area that a sensational activities must be taking place. Sensitizations must be taking place within communities based on these relationship matters, as at how we all live in a healthy life and also we live in healthy conditions. So in that area, I think I am Mambu Senesi, and then I happen to be one of the panelists of this particular program. I may want to say a rest for this particular program for today. Once again, I'm Mambu Senesi, sending this special request to, and also request of respect to all the members, staff, and management of the Starline Radio, and every members of the Bauma Young Descendant Association, which we call the BIDA, live in Kailan District, Babama to be specific. Till then, this is your president, happen for me, Mambu Senesi, online. Till then, I say tata.
Yes, thank you very much, Mambu Senesi. And JV, what's your response and parting message?
It's a pleasure that the minister has decided to, at least, not to do. The minister has said it's not. This time is the
Not business as usual again.
It's not as usual. That is going to turn everything to a new page. I pray that the minister succeed in his endeavor.
Sure.
Because as I'm talking to you, sometimes back, they said people inflate rules so that they can get more money. And if you don't be careful, if you look at the subsidy payment list, the school fee subsidy that government is paying is almost more than the population of Sierra Leone. And unfortunately, we have quality officials. They go everywhere. They go to schools. They go to the headmasters, and they don't enter to classes, and they go out. That type of thing is just what is happening. This time, when I remember when I was not talking about, it's not a business as usual. It's not business as usual. Yesterday, Mr. Kulu was very vocal in that hall. Mr. Kulu is the man in charge of basic education here. He was very, very vocal yesterday. We'll find time for that program. We'll bring it up because of time. That is why I don't really get too much into it.
Sure.
We'll try to get a program like my community, huh?
Yeah.
We'll try to do something. We'll really, in fact, we're going to meet him. We are going to get more things so that we can add things to the people of this town. That meeting was very good yesterday. If what they said in that room is what they are doing, which means they are really going to help this minister. And today, if the minister is here, I will try to meet him. I will discuss a lot of things with him today, because I think I have the opportunity. I can do that.
Okay.
Then, if ever this type of things have been going on, people in Form 1, Form 2, right back now, it's all over. It's not only in Kenya. Form 3, from GSS 1, GSS 2, they right back now in this country.
Which is bad.
And they don't study at night. And you take them, as if, why are they in worry? This is the $1 million questions Sierra Leoneans are asking. People write back when they are in Form 1 and Form 2, which means they are happy, the parents themselves are happy to pay that 1 million or 1,200,000 as alleged to these principals to allow these people to write back and worse. So if this type of thing is continuing, they are killing education. After 10 years, we will not have quality leaders in this country. So we appeal for that to come to an end. Some of these schools are established that are beginning in pin codes. It could be interesting for you because we've just got a complaint and we are now going to make full investigation into this thing. They hire principals in these schools, but they are not signatory to this account. Some of them, their wives, the proprietor's wife, they are the signatory to this account. You can ask a principal, say, I don't even know if this school is getting subsidy. And he's the principal of that school. It is unfortunate.
Okay.
So let us change. These Christian schools are doing these things and the Muslim schools. Let us make sure we put this type of activities to an end. We have names. There are names of these schools. But with time, as I said, we'll come to the Guineans. The Guineans, the SLP, are you in a worry? Or immigration, are they in a worry to repatriate these people? Sierra Leoneans have died out of this thing. Sierra Leoneans have perished out of this unholy alliance. So anytime you catch them, don't rush to take them back to Guinea. Make sure an in-depth investigation is being carried out so that the recurrence of this, we don't expect that anymore. Then the 22 dregs that have been, we are going to make sure we do in-depth investigation into this thing and make sure that, in fact, we will now go to the site. Each time at the end of the day, you can give them your number.
Sure.
Then they should be calling you when they have drugs working in those places. I know Sierra Leoneans are patriotic. They can call you. Mm-hmm. They're not beginning to have back home. Then with that, we can get fear. We can go there and see what is happening. Mm-hmm. And how did they come there? Because they have started calling Kailan. It was really rampant here in Kenema district. Yeah. But Kailan have, in fact, I want, at times when I go to Kailan, I wonder, what are these mine monitoring officials doing here? They are all over that district. They said they are mining. Now that they are doing deep mining, it is now time that we can chase them and talk to the authorities in those chiefs, because they have paramount chiefs. Huh? They have section chiefs, they have town chiefs, and you name them. So we go there, we ask them to know who are these people, who allow these people to work here. How did they come here? Did they come with documents? So if that type of thing is happening, I think we'll also help the Ministry of Mines, huh? Yeah. Because perhaps they will tell you our strength is too small. We cannot. So with that, let us pray that the price list is out. Don't allow them to dupe you this time. The media is ready. We are going to announce these prices properly.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Everybody should know how much now they should pay.
Yeah, in our next program, meeting, catching up with the school reopening.
Yes. So for now, until next week or any other time I come back to Kenema, it's me, Joseph Amaravande, Elia JV. Thanks for listening.
Thank you very much, JV. Yes, Dauda.
Yeah, of course, I don't know how much to say here. I just want to say thanks to various texters and that of various people that actually follow up these issues that we are discussing here. You know, most time when people hear my voice over the media, I just want to give chance to other people to be talking, because journalism in this country is not what you are doing in the media, or let's say when people hear your voice at all times, maybe they will say, this is, you have monopolized the whole so therefore want to give chance now to people. As for now, I am doing extreme journalism. Maybe very soon people will start seeing me in different areas. People will start seeing me in different countries, say, DSK, you have grown enough, but I'm doing underground studies. You know, I just do not want to reveal anything out. So for those who have not been hearing my voice, especially for over 3 to 4 months now, you know, I'm still doing something. Maybe the day you hear my voice again, you will say I will come in different ground style. Yeah. So with that, I want to say many thanks to various texters. I want to say those that actually sent message to give me a very big showers, praises on me. I want to say thanks to you all. With that, I want to say I am Dawa Sheriff Kuruma. For short, you can call me DSK. I want to say Thank you very much to Mr. Aruna and staff and management of this noble institution. May God bless them and may God provide them all their felt needs in this country. I'm out.
Amen.
Sure, listeners and viewers, that's how we come to the end of today's program. And the last message I say, my brothers, I was seriously malhandled by wealth builders, but that would never happen to me. Okay, Konem Pamunya is saying that. And I want to say thanks and appreciation to you that has taken your time to listen to the program. Thank you very much for the time you spent in listening to the program today. And you that sent in your text messages, I want to say thank you for making the program lively. And on Facebook, I want to say thank you to Stan followers who sent a message. David Koroma, thank you very much, and others that viewed us live on Facebook. And the program is Press Reveal. With me in the studio this morning, I had Mambo Senesi, who accepted our invitation, and today is his first time, and he has to be coming to the Press Review program. And also we have Joseph Amaravandi and Dauda S. Koroma, who has been our analyst in the program this morning. And I am yours, Aruna Mohammed, and always continue staying with Vote FM for your best in radio listening. We may be back next week, Saturday, with another superb edition of our program, Press Review, and always maintain and be careful. We are always making this sensitization to you that the Mpox virus is by the corner, and we do not want it to enter our country, Sierra Leone. And we might only do that if we speak with one voice, we understand, we try to look at the preventive measures. Do not wait until you are told, but you have to do the thing by yourself, because if it happens, the masses, we suffer the more, not the politicians per se. We suffer the more because we are interacting with the animal directly in our villages, in our places, each and every moment. So if that is the case, then we'll have to protect ourselves. Do not eat dead animals. Do not host strangers that you don't know about. Even me, if I go to your community, you have to ask me, Aruna, where are you from? I need to show my status before I'm being welcome in that community. If only we do those things, I believe we might protect ourselves and the community. And the president is here in Kenema for the launch, official launch, and that's the education sector project. And we want to see how that project would be very sustainable and help the people of not only Kenema, but Sierra Leone at large. Until we meet again, I want to say thank you. God bless you for being part of the program today. And if you missed part of this program this morning, we might bring a repeat broadcast this evening. Now, it will not be 8 as usual. We have to get our sport activities coming up tonight. So it has to be repeated this evening, and that would have to be done today. Until we meet again, I want to say thank you very much and stay blessed. Have a happy weekend.